Hey everyone, it's Greg. Just to let you know, this episode on YouTube is going to be edited down because, like in episode 225, The Leprechaun's Christmas Gold, we had to cut that down because the full episode where we sort of live watched the episode, got pulled from YouTube when I tried to upload it originally because I included the full special in there. So to avoid YouTube copyright issues this time, I'm going to do the same for Rudolph's Shiny New Year. So if you want to listen to the episode in full, the link is in the video description below to listen to the episode on itwasathingontv.com in full. So for now, enjoy this edited down version of episode 227, Rudolph's Shiny New Year.
This is It Was a Thing on TV.
Total Red Man has ever done something like this to me! It's time!
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the dregs of humanity!
Episode 227.
Well, there's no place like home
where you
family
around and you alone. Know that you love.
You don't need the
road,
cause there's no place like home.
We ain't no place like. There ain't no place like.
Ain't no place like
home.
I mean, no place, child.
Submission 508.
I love how we just transition this to submission 508 right after the song's done. I'm sorry.
Right after that, it was
Greg
a song
just
in
went,
the biblical sense.
He just bulldozed right through there. I love it. Okay,
hey,
continue.
Greg is a professional.
A professional.
Rudolph's Shiny New Year. Rudolph's Shiny New Year aired on December 10th, 1976 on ABC in the U.S. and on December 24th, 1979 on TV Asahi in Japan.
So many of these episodes usually come with a lesson that we tack on at the end. But this lesson is so important that we're going to preface with it. The lesson we want you to take from this episode is that don't laugh at other people's physical differences.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're gonna put the whole damn universe at risk.
Yeah. You don't want to be like Peter Parker in No Way Home.
No.
Oh, it's been in the trailers. Everyone can figure it out. It's not like we gave away the other surprises.
Yeah, we're going to keep it that way. Thank you very much. Something we talked about in last week's Leprechaun's Christmas Gold was that Arthur Rankin Jr. and Jewel Bass, again, the uncrowned kings of the stop-motion holiday special, were riding a wave of success with things like Frosty the Snowman, The Little Drummer Boy, and 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, The Year Without a Santa Claus, and, of course, their crown jewel, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Then somebody thought, you know what's better than a holiday special? A holiday mashup. Hence, we get The Leprechaun's Christmas Gold, which had just about enough Christmas content in it to be classified as a Christmas special, maybe, possibly. That's for people who are smarter than me to decide. One of the ideas that was birthed from that line of thinking was Rudolph's Shiny New Year, which merged the classic Christmas tale and, of course, the New Year with everything.
Everything. Doesn't even matter. Rankin-Bass for the special is like, F it. Let's just put everything in this one special.
Yep. So they did. They had Rudolph going on a mission to find Happy, the baby New Year. Now, Happy was not like other New Year's. Well, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's back it up a bit. We all know what happens on December 31st. It's like midnight comes, the ball drops, everybody sings Auld Lang Syne, everybody gets absolutely hammered, and we end up doing things that we will regret and or not remember the next morning. But we all don't know why that happens. Now, logic dictates the natural passage of time from day to day, month to month, and year to year says that the old ends at midnight and the new begins also at midnight. But what really happens is that deep within the castle of time, the old year passes his crown and his torch to the baby new year.
Really?
Would I lie?
Okay.
Greg, have you never seen that episode of The Critic where Franklin Sherman comes dressed as Baby 37?
Oh, that is true. He does dress up as Baby 37.
Now, who wants to boogie with Baby 37?
So this particular year was not like other years. But perhaps we're getting ahead of ourselves because, again, this is going to be another live watch with the three of us. But let's talk about all the people who made this possible.
Who made this?
Who made this. Of course, we all know about Romeo Mueller, who wrote it, who wrote the original holiday special, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and the Little Drummer Boy, and Frosty the Snowman, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And judging by the picture on Truth by Consensus Wikipedia, he has a face that does look like it belongs in a stop-motion spectacular.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Orson Welles if he smiled all the time.
Old man Orson Welles, we mean. Not Citizen Kane Orson Welles. Old man Orson Welles.
Yep. And he wasn't in this special day.
Oh.
But, I'm sorry. But he did write the words for our narrator, who is played by the one, the only, Red Skelton.
Oh, yeah. Red Skelton. Legend.
Mm-hmm. He played Father Time. He also played Baby Bear. And you're probably wondering, how in the world does Father Time lose a baby?
That's what I'm wondering.
We're getting there.
Okay.
But we have other people to talk about. For one, we have a character named 1 Million BC, played by Maury Amsterdam.
Oh, yes. Legendary for the Hollywood Squares.
Uh-huh. We have
and the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yes. We have the characters of Sir 1023 and Quarter Past 5, Quirt to his friends, played by the Riddler, Frank Gorshin.
Oh, yes. Frank Gorshin, the Riddler from Batman.
We have Harold Peary as Big Ben the Whale. Harold Peary is best known for playing Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve on radio's Fibber, McGee, and Molly.
Wow, that's going way back.
Yeah. I don't know what any of that is. But that's probably going to end up being covered on our Patreon spin-off podcast that was a thing on old-timey radio. We haven't had one of those in a while. And Iris Rader plays the voices of Mama Bear and Nanny 9 O'Clock. She is known mostly for writing the novel that became the movie Beaches.
Oh, wow. But also we got two other cast members that you did.
Yes, reprising their roles from the original special are Paul Frees and Billy Mae Richards. Paul Frees, in addition to playing Santa Claus, plays 1776, General Ticker, Eon the Terrible, and Humpty Dumpty. And of course, Billy Mae Richards plays that most famous reindeer of all, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Blitzen.
Blitzen wishes.
Now hold on, I'm going to add something about Paul Frees because there's one credit which catches my eye.
Yeah.
For about 20 years, he was the voice of Ludwig von Drake on The Magical World of Disney.
Yes.
You know who he is. You know who he is.
Oh, yes. I had those Disney sing-along songs VHS tapes as a kid. He was prominently featured on them.
Well, the thing is, it looks like he stopped playing him around 76, so that would be pre-VHS tapes, obviously.
Yeah, but still, he was awesome.
You know what Disney likes to do? They like to compile old cartoons into VHS tapes.
Yeah,
anything for the dinero.
Oh,
anything for the dinero. Oh, yeah. And by the way, while we're on cast members doing other things, Don Messick, legendary voice actor.
Oh, yes.
I believe he was in The Duck Factory.
We talked about him in The Duck Factory, absolutely.
Yeah.
But of course, you would know him best as the guy who does the voice for Scooby-Doo.
O.J. Simpson, still not a Jew. But guess who is the guy who does the voice for Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, and Don Messick in this special did the voice for Papa Bear, Rumpelstiltskin, Prince Charming, and the Seven Dwarfs.
Which I've already seen this show. One thing you're going to notice, and we'll bring this up again when it actually happens, they don't actually mention the Seven Dwarfs. They don't even mention them collectively or individually.
Well, the thing is, the Seven Dwarfs in Grimm's fairy tale didn't have names. And do you know how I know this? Saved by the Bell.
Of course.
In the Quiz Ball episode of Saved by the Bell.
Best episode ever.
Well, also, wouldn't there be some sort of Disney IP at play, possibly?
Yeah, because Disney was the one who named the dwarves.
Yeah.
And, just to be on the super, super, super safe side, they didn't even mention the fact that they were dwarves.
Well,
they were a bunch of Billy Bartys, for all we know.
They might have been hanging out with a magician trying to steal a presidential candidate from under Loretta Swit's nose.
They may have been trying to get Christmas gold, for all we know.
Maybe?
Call back to last week.
True. Right. I have no dwarf-related reference. Sorry.
And also, finally, playing Happy in this special is June Foray. Another voiceover. You heard me, June Foray.
The voiceover
legend.
The voice of Rocky?
Among other characters, yes. Rocky, Granny on the Looney Tunes cartoons. Gosh, she's done so many voices over the years.
Oh, I loved Granny.
Legendary. And also, she played Scary Mary, one of my favorite characters, on an episode of Married with Children. Classic.
I think I remember that episode, actually.
Scary
Scary
Mary.
Mary.
All right, let's go here. Oh.
We had to include that.
Yeah.
Okay, also, for the sake of completeness, Craig.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about the Detroit Pistons in 1985, they didn't play a game on December 31st, 1985.
Well,
they lost to the Bucks on December 30th of 1985.
But this is 1976.
Oh, I'll look at 1976 then. Oh my god.
We're not going by the All-American Thanksgiving and Parade. We're going by the year this special aired. So, how hard is it to type basketball reference 1976 Pistons?
I typed in basketball reference 1985 Pistons. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on.
Hold on, I got a question. Do you think any of the 1985 Pistons went to Gimbals on Black Friday and got Steve Urkel shirts?
Oh, thank heavens they weren't playing in New Jersey, because Paramus would have been closed on Sunday.
For the Toys R Us,
All right.
yes. Hey, wait. Could you picture, like, I don't know, Bill Lambier wearing that Steve Urkel shirt?
So in 1976, the Pistons didn't play on December 31st. They played at Denver on December 30th of 76.
So they would have
and
been...
and they lost 123-106.
Oh, well, it was probably at McNichols Arena. Was Doug Moe coaching that game with a 123-101 score for the Nuggets?
Not in 1976.
Okay, so Doug Moe would
Doug Moe was like 83, 84 to start.
Okay.
But the top scorers, a couple of Hall of Famers here. Bob Lanier led the Pistons with 25 points.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and David Thompson, obviously, the Nuggets back in 76, David Thompson, 29 big points.
Oh, yeah, David Thompson.
And Dan Issel played that game.
That's true. Dan Issel would have been with the Nuggets.
Dan Issel, Denver legend, yes. And the coach, actually, believe it or not, was Larry Brown.
Oh, for the Nuggets?
For the Nuggets, yeah.
Wow, that's funny considering that he would go on to coach the Pistons like 30 years later. But
also, I think at this time, 76, 77, that couldn't have been more than about a year or two after Larry Brown's playing career ended.
Yeah, because he would have been at UCLA, I think, like right after this.
That rates.
Well, actually, it was his first NBA job, 76, 77 Nuggets. He coached 4 seasons in the ABA.
Okay.
But of course, that folded in 76.
And then the Nuggets merged into the NBA.
Right.
So, hey, whatever podcast you get is a review of Rudolph's Shiny New Year, followed by conversation about the Denver Nuggets.
About 1976 NBA. Oh,
Right.
But you know what? I will bring it back to this special. First, this special reran for years on network TV.
It did.
From what I saw in my research, it reran up until 1982. And then it did air locally in 84. But then from 85 to at least 91, it aired on Disney, back when it was a pay channel.
That's true.
Right.
And oddly enough, it aired as late as February 17th. Not really very timely. It's a month and a half into the new year, and you're airing this.
Yeah. I do remember seeing this in the late 90s, early 2000s on Fox Family / ABC Family.
Uh-huh.
Well, they play anything and everything related to the holidays.
Yeah,
so it's not really a surprise.
Yeah, because they traditionally have on there the 25 Days of Christmas. That's like their big thing every year.
And also, believe it or not, it reran this year. It reran on AMC on Christmas Eve. And it had some very fierce competition that night, December 10th of 1976. Airing for the whole hour, as you might guess, 8 to 9 o'clock on ABC. On NBC, this is a combination. Well, I think maybe it's going downhill at this point for a couple of reasons. 8 to 8:30 was a little show called Sanford and Son. And it was a new episode, but also, remember, this is the final season of Sanford and Son.
That's right.
Because Red Fox had the whole contract issue, and we talked about it back when we talked about the Sanford verse about a year and a half ago. And 8:30 to 9 was Chico and the Man.
Yeah.
And so this is late 76. So I think at this point, Freddie Prinze Sr. had passed at this point.
Yeah.
So this would have been right about the end of that series. And then on CBS, it was a news special called Friends, Romans, Communists, a focus on the Communist Party in Italy.
There's a Communist Party in Italy?
Apparently in 1976 there was, yeah. Well, there's a Communist Party in America.
Yeah, you just don't really hear about it.
Yeah, it's not very mainstream.
Yeah.
It's French.
All they do is tweet.
Yeah. This special was actually released on home video multiple times, starting in 1992 with the original VHS from Warner Home Video, and also in 1999, and for the first time on DVD in 2000, along with The Year Without a Santa Claus. It was grouped with A Year Without a Santa Claus and perhaps a future entry, Nestor the Long-Eared Christmas Donkey.
Yeah, it's pretty obscure.
I don't know what that is.
I've heard of it.
In 2007, Warner's boxed a whole lot of Christmas specials together in the Christmas Television Favorites DVD box set, which included Rudolph Shiny New Year and the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
And also the Leprechaun's Christmas Gold is on that set, because we talked about that set last week.
Yes. And these were released a year later in the Classic Christmas Favorites.
That's the DVD I was talking about. I'm sorry.
Okay. And on a third box set, Santa's Magical Stories, again, 7 original Rankin-Bass holiday classics, this one included, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas in 2011. Another one of the Santa's Magical Stories Rankin-Bass classics, the sequel to The Year Without a Santa Claus, A Miser Brothers Christmas.
Okay.
I'm like, what the hell is that? Turns out, you know what? This could be a future entry. This is the sequel to The Year Without a Santa Claus, but it was not made in Japan.
Oh.
So there you go. So Rudolph Shiny New Year is out there, and not many people know this, but this special was part of a trilogy!
What?
A trilogy?
A trilogy!
Okay,
Yep.
so we got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer would be the first, right?
Right,
This would be the second.
right.
The third would be, I guess, Rudolph and Frosty.
Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July,
Oh.
with Billy Mae Richards and Jackie Vernon both reprising their roles.
So it was kind of like the first crossover event of its day. They were doing that before it was cool.
They were.
So it was like the 19... What year did that air?
Well, Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July aired in 1979.
Okay, so it was the 1979 version of The Avengers.
Yep. That was the original as it was created by Rankin-Bass using the Japanese Animagic. There was a bunch of follow-ups, but they were neither made by Rankin-Bass nor stop-motion animated.
Okay.
They were kind of, how can I put this? Shovelware? What do you call DVDs that are shovelware?
Cheap DVDs you find in a bargain bin.
That's it. That's it right there. So, there you go. That is the story of Rudolph's Shiny New Year. Our favorite reindeer has come to save the day once again, and it made for a very festive, very magical, and very shiny thing on TV.
Well, that's it for 227. Next time, 228, we're going to look back at this crazy year.
Yep.
And I'm sure we have a lot of stuff to say about a lot of things.
Yeah, we've had the return of a lost classic. We had a long-awaited version of an animated show that ended up falling flat on its face.
Yeah.
What else did we have?
And we had controversy. Oh my gosh, did we have controversy?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Ooh.
Controversy. Yeah.
Well, and the thing is, the moral of that story is watch what you say on podcasts.
Yeah.
Oh, does this mean one day I'm going to be judged by talking about zippers?
You're already being judged for talking about zippers.
I'm
you
not
just didn't know it till now.
About zipper. I'm not judging him for talking about zippers. For you? But yeah, that episode, the 2021 year in review, where we talk about all of our big TV happenings of the past year that will become the things on TV in the future. That's next time. In the meantime, you can find all of our previous installments at itwasathingontv.com, and of course, where fine podcasts can be streamed. And if you're on YouTube, hey, look us up. Don't forget to like our stuff, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Dong! Dong!
Happy New Year! So you can stay up to date on all of our entries. And also, hit us up with our good friends at Place to Be Nation, because we do the weekly drops every Wednesday.
Yes. Forget what we did last week. Oh, we did the Leprechauns.
We did the Leprechauns Christmas Gold last week.
Oh, yeah, because that was... And then we did... What did we do the second
The Night Before Christmas, with as told by Paul Lynde.
That's right. Oh, by the way, this is a rare during the week taping, because we're taping this on a Tuesday before it was the night before Christmas, but Paul Lynde actually got posted on her regular
It's
feed.
a long, entertaining story with a bunch of crazy characters. Not as long or entertaining as the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer saga, but...
Oh, no, this was way more entertaining than 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Because it had Frank Gorshin as a knight.
Yeah.
And Red Skeleton voicing a baby bear.
We didn't have Red Skeleton, and we didn't have Frank Gorshin. All we had is a couple of football games missed and crazy phlebotomist. But we're boring you now. So, until next time, when we talk about everything that happened in 2021 on television, right here on It Was a Thing on TV, have a very happy new year, and we will see you next time.
Wow!
Screw Frosty. Screw Vince Guaraldi. Screw both Rankin and Bass.
I'm with him on Rankin, but come on, what did Bass do?
Charge!
Level 3, 10.
310. Every New Year's Eve, Guy Lombardo's band played Old Man River.
Lang Syne.